Don't mess up those tire tracks now. We got to make a cast of them. Hello, Doc. How are you?
All right, thanks.
Over there against the wall. Oh, be careful of those tire tracks, will you please, Doctor?
All right. Do you know who he was?
Matthew Logue. He had an office just down the street.
What kind of office?
Import, export.
What were those tracks?
Well, I'd say somebody cornered him up against that wall and just kept goosing the motor until they flattened him.
Hey, Doc, can we take him?
You got your pictures?
Yeah.
All right.
You better get the rubber sheet.
Ça va, chérie?
When are you going to finish that poem?
Soon.
I'd like to read it, if you don't mind.
Would you?
I know it's for Peter, but I'd like to read it.
I'd like you to read it. It's not really for Peter, not just for him.
I wish there was something I could do to help you, kid. Uh-oh, here they are, the plumbers.
Morning. How are you?
What would happen if the kidney machine broke down one day?
Don't you worry, it won't. How are you this morning?
They're going to operate, they say.
You never told me.
You've got enough troubles. Ah, they say it's an easy operation.
Will you come down with me?
If you like.
I'll be back soon.
I'll be here.
See you later.
Doc. Look, if anything was to happen to me while they're operating, you know, would my kidneys be any good?
What's your name? Your first name?
Bernice. Isn't that a dumb name for a broad like me?
How's it going?
Thanks. I'll see that it's locked when I leave.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
May I help? Is there something wrong?
Dr. Wojeck, please. Dr. Wojeck.
I use the phone, please.
Certainly, Doctor.
Dr. Wojeck. Thanks. Hello?
How are you, Steve? It's Byron. I'm at Martha Glennie's salon. Can you talk?
Yeah.
Place is empty. Glennie's gone. That model, Tony Marlowe, she's gone. The office looks like it's been hit by a cyclone.
Well, I don't know what to say except,
Keep looking. Yeah, I know. I'll see you, Steve.
I'll keep in touch. Hi, Marty.
Hello.
What do you got there?
A book for gas measure.
Doctor, did they find out who aborted Martha Glennie?
Not yet, but we will.
Dr. Wojeck, would you step inside, please? Have you gone insane? Are you taking this child out of here and abort her yourself? Why did you sign her release?
She's going to die.
I should have you committed to the psychiatric unit for thinking what you're thinking.
I'm not going to let her die.
Since when you're a god? You're throwing your whole life away. And besides, you're Catholic. How can you do such a thing? You're precisely in the same predicament as your parents. What were you going to do? Take her to your office and abort her and then bring her back here for a D&C? That's so gross, Doctor.
She's going to die.
Leo, you didn't say grace.
No, ma'am.
God's not to blame.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. May I go see Gail tomorrow?
Well, I have to ask Dr. Wojeck.
Gail's got a crush on him.
He's a good man.
Gail said he used to play football out west somewhere. I think I'd like to be a doctor when I grow up.
I thought you wanted to be a priest.
I changed my mind.
Well, you'll probably change your mind a couple of dozen times before you decide.
But I won't be a priest.
Excuse me.
You go on and eat. I want to talk to your father.
Why don't you talk to God?
Leo, don't be stupid. Maybe you better talk to God, Leo. Now be a good boy and eat your supper.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do, Kathy? I don't want to die.
I know, I don't know. Don't, darling, don't.
I don't want her to die. I don't want her to die. I don't want
prefer to die!
All right. Gee, did he have a brother who's also a musician?
No, it's not George Gershwin.
Is he living? That's a direct question, Dumbo.
That's not nice, Steve.
Well, she called me Dumbo.
I didn't mean it. Ask another question.
Is he a great hockey player?
I don't know who you mean.
Bill Gadsby. Now you can ask a direct question. Is he living or dead?
He's living, kind of.
What do you mean by kind of?
I'll get it.
Dad, what does Mom mean, kind of? What does Mom mean by kind of living?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Steve, it's Byron.
Excuse me, kid. All right, had you dinner yet?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm going over to the Glennie apartment. Want to come along?
Want some coffee first?
No, no thanks, Steve.
Who's G?
The Jolly Green Giant.
Come on. See you later, Marty.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
She was a handsome woman.
Yeah. Byron. He's in New York.
Frank?
What are you doing? Hope you've got a search warrant, Byron.
Yes.
Well, thank the Lord for small mercies. Now, what are you two doing here?
Looking for Martha Glennie's husband?
Where's she?
Dead.
Dead?
Last week, somebody aborted her. She died of peritonitis, among other things.
What do you want her for?
You remember that man, Logue, who was killed in the parking lot?
Yeah, sure.
Well, he's your abortionist. I found her name on a slip of paper in his office. Where's her husband?
In New York. Here. There's only one airline that has an 8 a.m. flight. That's American to New York.
I wonder how he found out that it was Logue who aborted her.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Just forgive me.
Forgive me, for I have sinned. Father, just this once, lift your hand from mine.
Empty puppets, the sand running out through the little holes in our eyes, growing limp, deflated, waving in the cold smiles of our friends and loved ones. Isn't that a terrible thing for a kid to write?
Is that all there is?
No, it's not finished. There's a comma after the last line.
I wonder how it ends.
If you knew that, you'd know everything.
Mrs. Fletcher?
I'm sorry, but I just can't stand that woman.
She's all right. She's a bit rough, but she's all right.
She's a pig.
That pig offered to donate her kidneys to Gail. But she'd have to die first. Now, Gail will be back in about 10 minutes. You can wait over there on the sun deck. Will you set it up for me, Arnie? You get me an appointment?
Certainly. But it's not going to do you any good. No judge will order an abortion on a minor. Or on anybody, for that matter. Hello. You remember Sir Lancelot?
Pleasure to see you again, Dr. Wojeck.
Arnie didn't tell me he was expecting you for lunch. I wouldn't have horned in.
Attractive men are never an imposition.
Thank you. Can I buy you a drink?
Do you want a fresh one?
No, thanks.
Bring us a double scotch and water and a very dry martini, please.
Double scotch and water, dry martini.
Sure. Now, Dr. Wojeck was just making a speech before you came in.
Why do things like that make you feel uncomfortable, Arnie? Do you think the law exists as a monument, something permanent and unchangeable?
It's not true, Steve.
Of course it is. You think the laws of this country are divine revelation?
What are you two talking about?
Steve wants the abortion laws changed.
You know, Arnie, I have just one wish in life. I wish that all members of Parliament, judges, crown attorneys, policemen, I wish we'd all turn into women for 1 month. These laws are made by men, they're administered by men, and they're enforced by men. You think women are designed to bear babies. So, regardless of the problem, to bear the babies. But what right have you been granted to legislate over my body? You're telling a woman that she has to bear an unwanted child is just as cruel, barbaric, immoral as forcing a woman not to have children. And who gave you the right? Now, don't shush me, you self-inflated, pompous little man. What right? What stupid, egotistical, masculine right?
Bring me a double scotch and soda, please. What right?
Good afternoon, sister.
Hello, Mrs. Fletcher. How's Leo?
Leo? Why, he's fine. Why, what's the matter?
Well, he hasn't been at school for the last 3 days, and I thought maybe he was ill.
He hasn't been at school? But I didn't know that. Would you come in and have some tea, sister?
Oh, no, thank you. Would you ask him to come and see me tomorrow morning before classes?
Oh, yes, certainly I will.
Fine, thank you.
Goodbye.
It's all right, I can get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sister.
Yes? I want to see my sister.
I'm sorry. Children aren't permitted on the floors.
But I want to see my sister.
I'm sorry, Sonny. You can't.
Why?
Rules.
But she's my sister.
You can't. Now you'd better leave.
Hi. Hello. Oh. This is my brother.
What the hell do you people think you're doing? You know how humiliating it is to be yanked off an airplane by two policemen.
Relax, Mr. Glennie. Nobody yanks you off an airplane. We just like to talk to you, that's all.
Well, what about?
Sit down. You like some coffee?
No, thanks.
Did you know a Matthew Logue?
Yeah.
Well, somebody murdered him.
And you think it was me?
No, we checked you out. You left town the morning of the murder. He was killed at night. Who told you about Logue?
Tony Marlowe. She works for us in the salon. She's a model.
Well, she's the only one of your employees we can't locate. You got any ideas where she might be?
Probably.
Mr. Fletcher? I'm Steve Wojeck, Gail's doctor. Here, let me. Oh, thank you. We keep missing each other at the hospital.
No. No, I don't go to see her.
Why not?
I can't face her. I haven't got the guts to face her.
She needs you. She needs what you can give her.
What am I giving her? Nothing. I'm going to let her die. I feel so inadequate. Someone said, here, take this gun and kill her. I know how to handle.
For God's sake, sign this and save her life.
Look, what the hell do you think I am? Made of stone? It's easy for you to come in here waving your arms. It's all black and white for you, isn't it? Well, I'm a Catholic. Do you know what that means? It means I can't permit it.
I'm Catholic too, Mr. Fletcher.
Well, then how can you stand there and tell me to go ahead and permit it? If your daughter were in the same position, would you permit it? Well, would you?
Baby? Honey.
What's wrong? I can't wake her up. And listen to how she's breathing. What's that all over her face? What's wrong with her? Get her damn doctor down here. Tell him to stop playing with his beads and get down here.
This is monstrous, barbarous, stupid. What are we going with our great practice of medicine, letting this child die?
How is she?
How is she? She's dying. That's how she is dying. She has one kidney left. Maybe 10%. 20 if we are lucky, renal function left. What are you going to do? Pull a new kidney out of your head? And even if you transplant, she lose the baby anyway. What kind of dumbness are we about here? Doctors, what kind of doctors are we? Let her die.
It's the law.
It's the law. You keep saying that when you carry the casket to your graveyard. It's the law, it's the law, it's the law. It's stupidity.
I'm going to bring the parents in. They're outside. Come in, please.
Is she going to be all right?
This time she will be all right. And you can thank your God that the woman in her room woke up in time. Every time she has one of these comas, she will live a little less. We can do little more about it. Unless you give us the permission to remove the embryo. Your daughter will die, not now, maybe in a month or 6 weeks. It's unavoidable. But with an abortion and this little machine of mine, we can guarantee her some kind of life. A promise of life is better than a guarantee of death. No? All right. Would you please leave me alone? I have work to do. Please!
Come on. Come on.
Oh, merci, chérie.
I'll get the paper.
Comment? Le journal? Journal. Chérie? Yes?
Cigarette, s'il vous plaît?
Good morning, Miss Marlowe. My name's Quinlan. I'm a police officer. Is this your paper?
What are you doing here? You're going to be late for school.
I don't want to go to that school anymore.
Oh? Why?
How's Gail?
Say, did Mrs. Morgan make you breakfast?
Her blood's got lumps.
Hey, now, you should be more grateful. She's trying to help out your mother, you know.
Is Mom gonna stay in the hospital all day?
How about some tea, huh? This is Leo, Dr. Wojeck. This is Gail's doctor, Leo.
Well?
You can't come on with this guy like you do with me. He's a Supreme Court judge. He's like a prima donna, so you've got to take it easy with him. And he hasn't got much time. He's due in court at 10 o'clock. That's about 10 minutes from now.
Now, relax, Arnie. He's just another man.
He's a Supreme Court judge. Please.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Bateman. I'll tell the Chief Justice you're here.
Thank you.
This way, gentlemen.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, sir. May I present Dr. Wojeck?
Good morning, sir. Good of you to see me.
Please sit down. Tea?
No, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Bateman told me why you wanted to see me. Before we have any conversation, let me tell you my answer. No. I will not, and I cannot, in law, order an abortion on a minor without her parents' consent. I haven't finished, Dr. Wojeck.
Empty puppets, the sand running out through the little holes in our eyes, growing limp, deflated, waving in the cold smiles of our friends and loved ones. God, there is no hope. There is no God. There's nothing.
I don't believe that. There is hope. There is something.
I love you. That's something.
Is that why I'm lying here?
Mr. Glennie tells me you gave him Logue's name. Is that right?
He was beating me. I had to tell him something to make him stop. He was going to kill me.
So the name Matthew Logue just sprang into your mind.
I don't know. I guess I just heard it somewhere.
You're lying, Miss Marlowe. You know it and I know it. So why don't we stop horsing around? All right. Have it your way. These are comparison photographs of the tire tracks from the scene and the tire tracks of your car, a perfect match. You know what a spectrogram is, Miss Marlowe? Well, here's a report on one. Sample of the paint found on the body matches the paint on your car.
I don't have the only car in the world painted that color.
Miss Marlowe, I'd advise you to contact a lawyer because I'm charging you with murder. I have to caution you that anything you say from here on in will be written down in evidence.
Men.
Steve?
I'm back to sleep.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
What's wrong? Is it your stomach?
Nothing.
Where are you going?
I want to get some milk.
Would you want me to get you a pill or something?
No, I don't.
What's the matter?
She gave me some poetry.
Who?
Gail. It was incredible.
Oh.
Oh, not so much the poetry, but what she felt. And what she said about that. She said there was no hope left. And that's a terrible thing for a child to say. Who the hell is that?
I'm sorry to bother you, Doctor.
Come in.
No, thank you. I wanted to give you this.
It's signed.
Both of us, my wife and me.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night, Mr. Fletcher. What are you doing?
Pop, can I have a glass of water?
You can have anything you want. Get upstairs. Come on. You'll be back before you know it, Gail. This is as far as I go with you.
I wish you could be there with me. Why can't you come any farther?
We're ready now.
Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Father. Where's Gail? I looked into her room, but her bed was empty.
I gave permission for the abortion.
We gave permission.
May God forgive us all.
Morning. She'll be down in an hour.
How come you're not performing the surgery, Dr. Wojeck?
It's usual for a surgeon to perform surgery. It could be pretty involved.
Too involved in operation for a Catholic.
Too involved for me. What are you going to do with those?
I'm not going to take them.
You may need him. All right, catch the crew.
Ready to go? How'd I go?
Let go of the jib. Atta boy, Arnie.
I could get used to it, I guess. This could be the life.
That's the life.